Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are doing here. I'm here to give you my match reaction to Bayern League 3 Chelsea 1, our Champions League debut in 2 good years. If you're a Chelsea fan, I know you're not doing really well, but we learned a lot from this match. And if you're a Bayern fan or a Chelsea enemy, an anti-Chelsea fan, I know you are living the best life now. You are not saying, Club World Cup champions. We are playing for Baka Highline. They are playing for biggest team in the world and see what they displayed. You are partially correct, but from Chelsea fans, we learned a lot this team. We are basically disappointed, but I thought we had the minerals and we showed signs in this matter. If we were actually serious, we have the ability to win any team in the world, and we basically showed it yesterday. But the result says the final score. So yeah, let's dive straight into the analysis. Yeah. I want to first prop up Sanchez. To be honest, he has had a lot of bad games, and when he has a bad game, I'm one of the first people to say it. I basically think up to now, I don't think he has shown enough to be Chelsea #1 so far. But yesterday was superb, to be honest. His distribution, his saving, everything was on point. And today he did well. His defense let him down. Every single one of them. From Cucurella to Tosin to Chaluba to Gusto. They all underperformed today. But Sanchez was on point. He's like I said, his distribution, he saves everything. He was calm in the Allianz Arena. I thought he was one of the people that would fumble instead of the defender. He didn't. Cucurella, why am I annoyed with Cucurella? Choose today's game of all games to fumble. I know this is very, very difficult to defend, to be honest. But the amount of space he gave on Olise was very, very unnecessary. Get tight to him. Don't give him breathing space like you did against Saka. You have done against a lot of wingers. He gave Olise a lot of time on the ball. And Pedro Neto didn't really help because sometimes him and Lemar double teamed Cucurella. Pedro Neto didn't really help him. Apart from that, Tosin, for me, he hasn't showed enough to be a Chelsea level goalkeeper. Chelsea sporting directors, they are not as good at signing defenders as they are assigning midfielders, as they are assigning attackers. See that goalkeeping and that defending department, they are not as good at signing players with high ceiling. If you want compare, let's look at it, it's night and day. Look at our players from defense to goalkeeping that they have signed in this era. Our midfield, Caicedo, Enzo was underwhelming today. I'll still get to that. Andre Santos, Lavia, Augusto. These are players that are good. Kendrick Perez, you go to the attack. Estevão, Obama, Joao Pedro. You see the quality. When you come to the defense, you see Badiashile, you see Disasi, you see a lot of players that they have signed. See Tosin, their recruitment so far. Fofana, injury prone. Even when he's on the pitch, he has his question marks. Fofana is very, very good. But you see their recruitment. Now, because of all these recruitments that they have done, they are not able to sign a centre back when Cowell was off. See the goalkeeping. Petrovic. Pendes is very, very good, but he's still very young. Petrovic. Sanchez. See the goalkeeping department. No, they are good players, but they are not the creme de la creme. They are not top. Unlike the midfielder, I think they have an eye when you see good midfielder. They're very, very good at spotting good midfielders. Even apart from the players that we have signed, the links we have had previously, players like Bakula, Sheki, they not spot a good midfielder, they not spot a good attacker. Even to an extent, number nines we have been shaky, but they know how to spot a good number nine. I don't think they are like that with defenders so far. I hope Ansleminho and Sa hit it, but not as good as spotting defenders like they are with attackers and wingers. Now, like I said, Gusto is at fault for the third goal. And our defense really, really messed up. I'm going to start with Enzo Fernandez. To be honest, there are three spectrums about Enzo Fernandez. There are the fans that no matter what he does, they worship him. Like the gaslighters that say, Enzo is the scapegoat. They are trying to scapegoat Enzo. The gaslighters. And yeah, the other spectrum of the skill, the PH skill. The fans that no matter what Enzo do, they will slater him. But I'm in the middle. When Enzo does well, we clap on him. When he doesn't do well, it's this stick and carrot treatment, like how our parents you give it to him. To be honest, Enzo was very, 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 very poor today. Very, very poor. Because if it was any other player on that midfield, I think we would have done far, far better. He's not assisting Enzo and Caicedo. Attacking output, see that ball that Palmer gave him one time shot will have done far better. Either you end up in net or you force a good save out of Neuer, or best of hit the crossbar, but just hit the ball one time. No need to control that. If we had any other quality midfielder or a top midfielder to that like that in that position, we're definitely winning that game. Because he didn't really had anything in duels, didn't really had anything in interception, and the best quality that we brought him for is passing. He was misplacing passes anyhow. He has been very poor this start of the season. I'm not saying he's a quality. I'm not saying he's an average player, but he has his flaws. He has his flaws. They play Lavia and they play James in midfield sometimes to cover him up. His defensive flaws. And players, people just pretend as if he's an almighty like the worshippers. No, he's limited midfielder, very limited. And the attributes that we brought him for, nobody is complete. Not everybody is complete. Even the so-called complete players, they are not elite in every attribute. So when he does well, you don't just cover him. And for Caicedo on the other hand, apart from the penalty he gave away, he was very good today. He showed that he can hang in the Champions League. And another reason why I'm not going to like another reason why I will not be angry, I'm not really angry about today's performance. Out of the 14 players that played for Chelsea today, 7 of them are making their Champions League debut. This guy is making his Champions League debut. Sanchez is making his Champions League debut. Gusto is making his Champions League debut. Adarabio, sorry, this guy is making Caicedo is making his Champions League debut. João Pedro is making his Champions League debut. Estavon and Santos, all these guys are making their Champions League debut. So I'm not really going to be hard on them, to be honest, because it's just their first time, and it's one of the worst places to make your Champions League debut is the Allianz Arena, Bayern Stadium. People are saying it's the Club World Cup that the Club World Cup is different from Bayern Stadium, the Allianz Arena. Club World Cup was on a neutral ground, so it's less difficult because none of us are bringing our fans. It's not a stadium that you are familiar with that you play with every day. So it's very different from that. If we play this match in a neutral ground, it might be different. So let me know in the comment section. I think this is very good to show us that yes, some of these players aren't ready yet, and it's just a matter of time. I think one thing I like about this squad so far, we learn from our mistakes. We saw what we did against Flamengo. The many of the Club World Cup, we learned from it. I hope we learned from this. And the remaining 7 Champions League games, we do well. Our first game is a homecoming for our next game is homecoming for Jose Mourinho, one of our best coaches coming back home, one of my favorite coaches coming back home. Even not my favorite coach safe coming back to the Stamford Bridge. I hope we don't fumble that against Benfica. I will give him the good homecoming, like trash Benfica away, because I thought he was harshly fired. Most of his sackings are harsh because some of these clubs think they are better than Mourinho, but they end up doing worse when he leaves. Apart from that, the only person that I know that apart from Sanchez can carry his head up high is Cole Palmer. That guy is far from he showed it yesterday. His goal was cancelled, obviously. Like I said, Enzo robbed him of one assist. His goal was cancelled. But Cole Palmer, you can see the quality is there. You don't just need to talk. If you are good, you are good. And he showed that again. He raised and you know the funniest thing, he's not even fully fit. João Pedro, he did his best. He wasn't really helped a lot. Jonathan Tah should have been sent off. Another player that is overprotected is Pedro Neto, to be honest. Pedro Neto, if it was Madueke that dropped that stinker, oh my god, the Chelsea timeline would have gone on him. That is the inconsistency we get from lots of these fans. You treat all of them. If a lot of players, you treat them. Those players that I know you can give special treatment are players that drop minimum of 8/10 every match, like Palmer, Caicedo, Kurela before today, Rich James. Those are people that you give special treatment. The many other teams they are interchangeable. I know this guy Neto is getting to that level, but when he does bad, you tell him Pedro didn't do well against Brentford. He didn't do well yesterday. But Chelsea fans are not going to say anything. But if it was Gittins or Madwiki or any other winger that dropped that stinker that Pedro Neto is dropping, Madwiki was our best winger last season. But the amount of it, Neto. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with what I'm saying. I think, like I said, this is an example And it's very, very good that he came at the first game. So we know that this is what you are getting. I hope it doesn't go like continues in our mini Champions League game. Thank you very much, guys. If you agree what I'm saying. See you guys later.